All right, welcome back to Drop-In Ballet Academy. Today I'm going to talk about perfect practice in a nutshell. The concept of perfect practice is experiencing without judgment, collecting data. Perfect practice, the intention of perfect practice is to basically learn how your body works, to be constantly in tune with what you're experiencing. This is totally different than trying to do something that somebody told you to do. So when somebody gives you a directive, and then you try to do that directive, or you try to create a feeling by manipulating your body, what can happen is that you misinterpret the instruction. You think you know what the instruction is, and so you do that thing that you think it is. And you stay stuck in that place. My teacher said lift my hips, so now I know what lift means. I know what my hips are, so I'm going to lift my hips. Perfect practice is about teaching you, hey, there's a million ways you can lift your hips, or experience something in your body that you may describe to another person as lifting of the hips. Perfect practice is about learning how your body works. And that's about experimentation, collecting data without judgment. Once you figure out what balance feels like and what 70% working at 70% feels like, and what it's like to just experience muscle activation. If you change this, what happens? If you change that, what happens? If you move your whole body forward in space, now your connection to the ground has changed. Everything changes. Perfect practice is about taking note of this. You are basically training your body to be a super sensitive instrument. This is the way we're going to get at ballet technique. And it's probably going to feel really messy and embarrassing to begin with. But all I can say is, this is the way. Once you have become a very sensitive instrument, you will now have, when you hear descriptions of people telling you what the feeling is, you'll know what to look for, not what to create, but what to look for, how to experiment with your placement and everything else by suspending judgment and finding it. That's perfect practice. Next lesson.